Shenanigans, the foolery, the fuckery of it all. Shenanigans, the foolery, the fuckery of it all.
All right. Home. All right, let's get up in this gig. Shenanigans, the foolery, the fuckery of it all. That word. Sometimes. Miracle, miracle, miracle. Taylor Miracle, fuck yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're done with me. Hi. Okay, hold on. Let me put my shirt on real quick here. Put my shirt on real quick. Ooh, and change this angle up. Ugh. Okay. We'll have a conversation. There we go. We'll have that conversation. I'm gonna pull her down. So my fish tank was dealing with a little bit of a crisis earlier. If you were on my Instagram live, you saw what happened. I was shaking my vanilla frappuccino when I forgot the lid wasn't on all the way, and it spilled everywhere, including on my computer and all over. And some of it got into my fish tank. So I was watching as milk coffee was like literally like just pouring into the tank, and my fish were freaking out. Like they literally all they were freaking out. Now some of them, you see how they came out now? This is normally how they operate in the beginning of the day when the lights just turn on and they're still a little bit stressed. So everybody's getting a little bit better. I'm praying there are no fatalities out of that situation. I had someone look it up for me while I was on the live, saying that coffee, a little bit in there, is not going to kill them. However, I'm still freaking out because these are my babies. And I'm like, oh my God. So I feel like they're on a caffeine high. I feel like that's what's happening here. I think that's what's happening. I hope that's what's happening. I'm nervous. I know they're mad at me though. I know they're very mad at me. Like super mad. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. We're here today on this live. This is a how we doing? How we doing? Okay? Because I know right now with what's going on currently here in the States, it is a hot mess. A lot of people have expressed opinions that, you know, a lot of us have not agreed with. There are so many variables to the situation right now. I'm upset with how close this race is as far as for the election. I'm upset that there are black men and gay black men at that fact defending Donald and a lot of other stuff. I'm upset that there are, you know, some people who are so oppressed that they're wanting to continue to be that way based on, the economy and whatever else they think is going to help them with their less than $100,000 a year check. So to me, I no longer want to go over this anymore. I'm not responding to anybody. You feel what I'm saying? Like I've even seen it to where I'll post something on Twitter and someone needs to put in their 2 cents that don't even make a wooden penny. I'm not doing it anymore. Because I know where I stand and I don't appreciate like anybody just really throwing it to me like it should be common sense that it should be one person when in fact that, you know, it's a lot more to that than just one thing. So I'm not, I can no longer entertain your political views. If you have them, great. But keep them to yourself because I don't want to hear them no more. And it will be nasty the next time I have that happen to me. Okay. So that's just one. All right. Like I was genuinely pissed this morning. I'm already not in the best headspace myself, but then to sit pissed this morning, okay? Pissed. I was like, wow. Like I had to stop responding because I felt my tone becoming extremely aggressive because no matter what I would have said, it would have been like, well, here's my point. And here's my point. So it's like, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't even do this anymore. So, my state of Nevada is really in the headlines right now and is being, you know, we literally need 6 points and we can call it a day. It won't be a day though, because even if that 6 points comes in and he wins, you already know that this man is going to take it to the next level. And pay attention to those who support that same wish and cause, okay? All right. But that's not why we're here. That's not why we're here. This is not why we're here. I gave you 7 minutes of that, and that's it. Okay? That's it. That's it. All right? I don't want to talk about it with nobody. Not my friends, not my family. When I tell you I am over it, I could break something right now. That's how over it I am. Okay? I have so much going on in my life right now. My stress level is past the point of comprehension. I am not able to speak to my friends on the phone like I want to. I don't have anything positive to say right now because I have so much on my plate. The reason why you haven't seen me on here posting a whole bunch of videos, I'm looking for work, like work. Like I'm looking, okay? And I don't know if anything's coming up, but I got bills coming up that I'm not gonna be able to pay, and I'm having to come to that realization. I've got responsibilities I can't hold up. I can't maintain an image of feeling that people may want me to have. So I have come to that understanding this past week and saying that if this gets turned off, fine. If that happens, fine. I got Wi-Fi, we'll make it work, and once we get our coin, we'll get this back. But I've been putting my full attention into finding another job so that I can actually do my YouTube channel with less stress. My stress isn't coming from doing YouTube. My stress is not getting paid by YouTube. So I did not get to go to LA. That's another issue. The person who was supposed to come and take me to LA did not show up and ended up calling me 2 days later to apologize. And it's like, I'm going to have to pay that bill again. It's not their fault, but it's true. It's true. It's true. So I'm going through my own crisis. I'm trying to figure out what works for my channel. Certain videos are costing me money versus helping with money. I'm thinking of just putting up a second channel to post different stuff versus this channel here would be focused towards more drag race related material. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And it's what I'm facing, not what you're facing. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm doing that. With all that happening in my background and me just trying to do the right thing, I also got this stuff happening with this election. And I got people, you know, on some bullshit. And then I do get messages often about sponsorships and commercials, but guess how those emails always end? And I honestly, if you want me to pull them up, it's like over 100 something. They always end with, "Can I get your WhatsApp number so we can continue this conversation?" WhatsApp. I try to continue the conversation via email just to see if they're a bot, and then soon enough, I get some random email back with all this misspelled errors, clearly copy and pasted by somebody who was trying to get me as a YouTuber in my, I guess, want or need for a sponsor, and they were trying to goop me, okay? So, my path may not have gotten there, doesn't mean it ain't gonna get there. However, I need to make some money. Okay? So 1, I can go on my trips like I want to. 2, I can pay my bills without asking questions. 3, so I'm not putting up my Cash App and PayPal and all that type of stuff, because it is very disheartening and hurtful when people are telling me I'm a bum and I'm this and I'm that, when I actually do get up and I do shit every day. It's not like I'm just sitting around all day. So it is disheartening. I know what I'm doing, but it's also a matter of what somebody with a small mind can see. I have to let those with hollow brains be able to see a bigger picture so they won't be talking to me out the side of their necks. So, yeah, this has been mad stressful, but at the same time, I'm like, whatever. Hey, Maddie, I'm mad they gave me a pin, not a sticker. My petty vet. Who gave you a pin? When this happened? Over what? Facebook pay? Well, why would Facebook pay me? I don't get that many people on Facebook. I'm like, wait a minute. When you talk, well, wait, should Facebook be paying me? Wait. Squall, I get. All right, let's keep it real. Now, Squall baby, I get your donations. Those get put towards things. They don't last forever. As far as YouTube goes, with those funds, the amount I was making 2 months ago is not what I'm making this month. Okay? Yeah. Sometimes I don't get donations. Sometimes y'all will see me post it and then no one sends anything, which is perfectly okay. I've decided to stop posting it. Like, yeah, for the rest of this week, get ready. That Holland review, you will not see me posted up there. Because I don't want anybody to assume that I'm just asking and that's all I'm doing and that's how I'm living. That's not how I'm living. And that hurts my heart, knowing the time I put in my actual corporate work career, of the years I put into things, and everything else like that. So, again, most people don't know me like that, and that's understandable, but I have to protect my spirit and my self-interest, and I don't want others to be thinking, oh, well, Matt, that's all Matty does, that's all he do. It is being relayed to other YouTubers, some I'm not even talking to anymore right now, and it's being brought back in a passive way against me. So it's like, yeah. I haven't given that power, Squall. If I gave the power, I wouldn't be on this channel anymore, baby. I'm speaking in a sense of what I'm trying to tell you as more people come to this channel and more people want to be invested in this project. I have to think about a full scale of what's about to happen. And so while it's like I don't care and I can play that game, I have seen what the I don't cares look like on YouTube. I mean, today, tomorrow it won't faze me. The next day it won't. Right now I might bother me because someone sent me something. It's like, oh, how dare you? But then the next day I can be like, it's whatever. So, you feel me? It's like today I can be pressed about it. Tomorrow, it is what it is. That's just how I operate. To be real with you, it's how I operate. If you piss me off today, I won't be mad about you tomorrow. I had to let it go. Carry that to tomorrow. No. Someone did send me something bullshitty today, and that's kind of where this came from a little bit, but it was also like, I didn't respond to them. I just blocked and deleted it. But it was just like, girl, you got up to say that? You got up to say this? Like, come on now. But anywho, I just want to let y'all know that I'm okay. I'm not great and I'm not bad. I'm okay. I'm going to make it. I have no choice but to. But do understand that I'm a human being. I do have stresses in my life, and depression is something that I've faced for the majority of my life right now. And right now, with this election going on and how everybody's acting towards it, it wasn't it's not been helpful. So it's fine to fight for your coin. True, true, true. But you know, I need YouTube to put me in an algorithm to say that I'm somebody, even though I know I'm somebody. Okay? I think I'm fucking funny. I think I'm hilarious. I think I'm hilarious. I know I'm funny. Shit. And not every joke I have lands. I'm Shangela 2.0. If we really want to go there, I'll say 20 million things. Not everything gonna stick, but it's gonna be funny. But that's always been me. I've just been a jibba jabba jaw. Oh, there we go. Jabba 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 jaw. This is for me. So I okay? All right. I got that out. Let's move on and move forward. Let's take a deep breath, and then let's push this out. And then what I'm going to do, because we got a lot of drama going on in this world, I want to let y'all dictate what I talk about next. Because last week, y'all were just naming divas, and I was feeling my spirit. So this week, we're going to do the same thing with certain particular people who you think I may know a little information about, and I can give you my honest opinions, as well as break down a couple of things that we may love or hate from those people. So let's start with our deep breath first. Expelling all bad energy. Inhale. We're here today. We have tomorrow. We have this week and the next. All right. Have we released? Does anybody feel better after that deep breath? Every time I'm feeling stressed and I do one of them deep breaths, I feel so much better. I'd be like, oh, girl, was that all I needed to do was just breathe? Sad. Tosh. Let's see here. My daughter's birthday. Oh, tell your baby girl happy birthday. Hey, Erica. Birthday. Happy birthday, Tasha's daughter. It's your birthday, baby girl. Get ready, 'cause it's your world. Happy birthday, baby girl. My friend sent me a message that made me cry. He said, Matt, get on TV already, damn it. And I was like, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I was like, I'm working on it. I mean, I'm laughing, but I was like, bitch. Like, you say that. But I feel it. I was so mad. I was like, you bitch. Yes, me too. Oh my God, do you have the key? I've been looking for the door. Oh man. Soon. I mean, think of it this way. The guy, I forget his name, but he first started out in The Hangover, and then he went to Community, and he was like a doctor for a while. He didn't get his first actual break into anything like that. Like, he started TV and no one was like fucking with him. Went to being a dentist or a doctor, and then he was 51 when he did The Hangover. I mean, you would never, you can't, I honestly didn't know that man was 51 years old, but literally 51. Harrison Ford was also in his 40s by the time he got his first break. When it's my time, it's my time. But just so we're clear, I'm ready. Just so we're clear, I'm ready. So whenever that ding ding comes in, hey Alicia, whenever they call, I'm ready. Arvin, hey baby, yeah, I feel your pain. I feel you. I really do. The last time I did any sort of like audition for anything, yeah, Ken Jeong, yeah, that's him, Dr. Kim. The last time I did a thing for anything, y'all remember I was doing something for BuzzFeed and got very far in the process, and then the one person sat, told me this and da 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 da, right? He's too flamboyant. Okay. We went gay, but not too gay. Okay. The interview I had with that major network television studio went very well. We got into me expressing certain views on something or whatever. I'm like, I bet y'all don't even know I auditioned for The Mandalorian season 2. Ugh. Over it. Over it. I was watching that episode the other day. Like, I pray that the person who I was auditioning for does not pop up on the screen. Because if they do, I'm going to melt into a million pieces and then reform myself into a supervillain. They probably didn't even go. I auditioned as some sort of merchant. In some sort of it was like a merchant-y person who was supposed to be a little bit flamboyant, but more so, very inquisitive in nature. As I was doing with my audition, very inquisitive. I do remember my first line was, "A Mandalorian. Fascinating." Not too many of you come around these parts. What can I do for you, stranger? They liked me, but it didn't go any further than the second time I got to come back. So, but yeah, it was. Girl, that shit was so funny. I remember they were crying. They weren't laughing at me, but the guy was just like, "I just love how you jumped in," because it was one of those, oh, quick, whoop whoop, like, oh, what we doing here? How is it? Because my question was, because they were describing the scene and we were supposed to just go. So I said, with this guy, do you need like extra or do you just need a little And the lady who was in the room was like, I said, okay. Because the extra would have been me just like loud and vibrant. Is when you throw a flirtatious tone with the extra that you're given. So it's a little flirt. Not too much, but we don't get many of you around these parts. A Mandalorian. It'll come. It'll be. Arvin's, I auditioned for Warner Brothers DC like 2 weeks ago. I haven't heard back since. Crossing my fingers for one. And 2, Arvin, I'm going to be watching. Listen, it's going to be me and you, brother. You hear me? It's going to be me and you on this television. You hear me? I'm bumping you right now for that. It's going to be me and you. Okay? All right. So let's do this. I would love it if everybody in the comment section was being a Rant Pack member right now, which not judging other people and their opinions. Everyone is entitled to them. Give me a topic, give me a diva, give me a show, and give me a cartoon. I will tell you my honest opinions, and we will break it down and talk about it together. Remind yourselves, remember, we're here to get away from the drama. We're here to get away from the bullshit. We're here to get away from the noise. Okay? Let's get away from the noise. Let's get away from it. Tailspin. Do. A tailspin. Oh my God. Ah! Adventure time, come grab a friend. I don't know the rest of the words of the song. With Jake the human and Finn. Wait, no, it's with Jake the dog and Finn the human. Da 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 da. It's Adventure time. I liked Adventure Time. It got really stupid towards the end of it, and I didn't understand what was going on because it started going these random little storylines. I did love the origin story of Finn, though. That was like really weird. But yeah, DuckTales was my favorite Disney cartoon when I was growing up. It was doom 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 doom. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars chasing airplanes. Here's the something something, and it was like life is a mystery. When we go through history, DuckTales, woo! Oh my God! Danger looks behind you. There's a stranger that defies you. It's DuckTales, woo! Oh my God! Best intro, best intro, best intro, best intro ever. Like. Oh God. Do you remember the DuckTales movie where they went to like Egypt or whatever and they found a magic lamp and then they had to rub it and they had that genie come out? That was also one of the best Disney movies to come out since the Goofy movie. No one talks about how good that is. Okay. Oh, how dare you bring up DuckTales? That's one of my favorites. Okay. Hold on. DuckTales, woo! Okay. Let me stop. My brother is one of my brothers that I only talk to. He is an active Doctor Who watcher. I've only seen maybe one season of Doctor Who. I think it was season 1 or 2. I have not watched it since then. It's not because I don't want to. It's more so Doctor Who has a lot going on, and I'm late. So I don't know if I want to invest my time into it, but I am late. But I did enjoy the first time I watched. I thought it was really dope. I thought it was really cool. Muppet babies are here for me and you. Muppet babies. I love Muppet Babies. That was that was my Nickelodeon cartoon to watch because DuckTales was on Disney, but Muppet Babies was Nick Jr. How did it go? Because there was a part in the song when all the kids or all the Muppets were like, I like to do this, I like to harder, I like to do this. Yeah, it was very that. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my God. My 3-year-old daughter is really getting into Pokemon and I feel nostalgic. Fee, I low-key want a child just so I could have that moment of my baby getting into something that I spent many hours, sleepless nights, tournaments, days doing. That's almost a blessing. Like to think of that, Fee. Like think about that. Your baby is doing the thing that you were doing. That is your child. You know you are the parent. Oh my God, let me get back up in here. Y'all have named a whole bunch of good shit. Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls was great until the newest season. Hey, Daimir. Yeah, the new reiteration of Powerpuff Girls. The old Powerpuff Girls, I believe that's Gennady Tartakovsky's. No, that may be Dexter's Laboratory. I forget who's the creator of the first one. Even that movie was good. The Powerpuff Girl movie was really good. The one that came out in theaters. People forget this. That was great. But Professor Utonium accidentally killed Chemical S. Thus, the Powerpuff Girls were born, using their ultimate superpowers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. Dun, 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 dun. Buttercup's had the best one. Yeah, very that. Very that. Great intro. Boom. Yeah, very that. Very that. Very that. Have you heard that CW is making a live action version of the Powerpuff Girls? Cancel the CW. Gross. Boondocks is a great show. Uncle Ruckus. See, now, what y'all don't know about Uncle Ruckus is that Uncle Ruckus is a lot of these people who voted in the election. That's right, because they want to be with somebody who... Let me stop. I love Boondocks, though. I love Boondocks. It's so good. Dance your cares away. Dancing for another day. Ba da 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 da. Down at Fraggle Rock. Boom boom. Another. Okay, well, Mom, where is my Jim Henson Funko? Y'all know I love Muppets, so anything Muppets, I've seen it. But Uncle Ruckus. Oh my god. That voice, I swear to, oh my god. Every time he gets on the TV, I start to laugh. Return a steak beater. The way they do the voices. They do the voices, everybody's so funny. You know, they fired the creator of Boondocks because he couldn't produce episodes fast. Yes, I heard that. He wanted to take his time. He was trying to take his time with everything. And nope. What about the rapper that was like undercover and like... I hated how Riley would say G-A-Y. I would hate it. You got, like, let's girl go on somewhere. A pimp named Slick Man. I should get into voice work. I don't know what's wrong with me. Pokemon Season 1. I actually preferred this, not the first arc of that, but the one right after it. Ben 10 annoyed me profusely. I did not like the first Ben 10. I liked the second reiteration of Ben 10 when they were teenagers and Gwen had that like boyfriend situation going on with the alien guy. That's when I was into Ben 10. I did not like young Ben 10. I didn't like any of the 18 other versions of Ben 10 that came out. Oh my god, just over exasperated. The first season to the teenage years of Ben 10 is when it was like actually some good shit. That's when it was good. After that, I don't watch none of that. Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. I remember that. That's the old one. It's Fat Albert. Yeah, I remember Fat Albert. I watched that on, it would come on Sundays on a specific channel in Houston, and it was like a 5 a.m. show. It was like the first cartoon you would see during the weekend before they get into like the other cartoons, because it was an older cartoon. And so Saturdays and Sundays I'd see it, but I had to sneak watching Fat Albert for a moment because we weren't allowed to watch the TV as Seventh-day Adventists. It's like, TV? What? Like, no. Adventure Time. See, now it's going to be in my head. Adventure Time. Go grab a friend. We'll be there too. Period. So, classic X-Men, they just redid a trailer for that recently, sort of like as promo for the WandaVision thing that's happening on Disney+. They have started doing X-Men stuff. They are going to start incorporating the New Mutants too into this. I think Magic may be getting more of a story arc into the newer Marvel Cinematic Universe. I don't know. Not all of them are coming, but there you go. Breaking Bad was a show I had to watch later to actually give about. Because I hated the fact that so many people liked it, and there's certain shows that I can't stand. If a lot of people like it, and the first time I see it, I'm like, I'm like, okay, I have to come back to this because this is clearly not sitting right with me. That's how I was with The Circle. My friend showed me The Circle. I hated The Circle. I kept watching. Thank God I did, because it got interesting. And I was like, oh, this is actually good. Sometimes I judge too quickly, and other times I'm right on the money. Wait, isn't Kippo a movie? Okay, was it? Oh, no, okay. That is one of those movies that deserved way more love than it did. In the Age of the Wonder... Wait. No, Kippo and the Age of the Beast. That's not a movie, excuse me. That's the show on Netflix. I have not watched it yet. There was another show that came out, or a movie that came out, that was like claymation that reminds me of that. I can't think of the name of it. What am I doing here? Oh, I was holding on to this. Both my kids love Krusty, and I'm low-key. um, Side note about me, Maddie needs to keep his Disney Plus membership going because I watch The Simpsons before I go to sleep every night. True story. I watch either The Simpsons seasons 4 through 7, somewhere episodes in there. I watch The Office seasons 1 through 6. Seasons 1 until Michael leaves. After Michael leaves, fuck that show. On a real note. It wasn't great to get into the last season when they ended it with the last 2 episodes. Like, honestly, when Andy became the boss at The Office, that is when the show started to become shit. All tea. Let me see here. What am I looking for? Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Oh, that's such a good cartoon. Blue was so annoying but funny, but it's so annoying but funny. But my favorite was the Cheese, the imaginary friend Cheese. Ha! Oh, that's funny. Ab Fab is a great show. I watched that when Logo was actually still a watchable network. I used to watch Ab Fab on there, and I watched every single solitary episode. I binge watched the hell out of Ab Fab. I love it. That's one of my favorite. So funny. Who's the blonde one? I need the blonde one, not the main one on AbFab, but who's the blonde one again? Who's always smoking a cigarette? She is fucking hilarious. Oh my god, she's Patsy. Yes, so oh, Patsy's my favorite. Patsy's my absolute favorite. She does not give a shit. So my whole thing is, I hated, what was the other one? Not Patsy, but the other one who was the main one. I hated her so much. She annoyed the shit out of me. Who's the main one with her daughter that was staying there who she would treat like crap? Eddie? Oh, I hated her. Hated her. I mean, she was funny, but I hated her. Because she was so mean to her daughter. And her daughter was just always like, Mom, you never get it. Like, they would always put her in some, darling, what's the matter? What's the matter? What's wrong? She's always gonna be mad at us. She's always gonna be mad at us. She's always gonna be mad. Look at it. I did love Ab Fab. I did love me. I love some Ab Fab. I thought that was great. That movie was terrible, but you know, I didn't understand why they got a movie like that late in the game. I was like, no, okay, I know the show is a classic, but why are we making a movie this late? Like, this should have been made when the show was in its prime. I did not understand that movie. So, okay. Yeah, sweetie, help mommy, sweetie. And she's like, what? And she's like, and whenever she'd do something, she'd be like, okay. Let's see here. Gargoyles is a great show. Avatar, not Korra's story. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a classic, and M. Night Shyamalan almost ruined it. Gravity Falls I got into a little bit later. I do like that cartoon. It's really good. And I'm a fan of the voice actress who is also the same voice actress in Bob's Burgers for Louise. I think her name's like, I forget, what is her name? I can't remember her name. She has such a distinctive voice. Kristen Shaw. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Huge. I love her voice. I like seeing her face. I don't know what it is about her. I love her. I really, really do. So anytime I hear her voice in anything, I'm like, whoop, there. I'm there. And she's Louise. She's Louise. She's Louise. And Bob's Burgers is the greatest cartoon out there right now. I'm just going to say that. I was having a debate with myself the other day when I was like going over shows and like what I like watching the most. Bob's Burgers. What other cartoon can I watch that has musical numbers that are not pissing me off? And y'all know I don't like musical numbers. I'm like, musical number, whatever. Bob's Burgers, man. Like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, let's get back to this list. Y'all are giving me some stuff to talk about. Quick tea for the housewives people. Y'all know Erica Jane and her husband are getting a divorce, right? Chi Chi, I see you on my Cash App. Thank you, baby. Mimi, if you're still in this chat, you know damn well that is going to be a topic on Fortunate Rants. I have so much to say about that. I have so much to say. People become unhappy. People do get divorced. Erica Jane's case is so different, though. Ooh, Timothy. It's so different because, like, do you know her origin stories before meeting Tom and how they met and how, I mean, you can, Dorit and Erica should be best friends because low key the same, let me be quiet. Dorit and Erica should be friends because they found their men the exact same way at a strip club. Boop! All tea. Dorit's like, I was a server at a restaurant. No, girl. You were at a gentleman's club and you did the same job as Erica. All tea. Same with Nene. Oh, you better talk about that seventh nose. You know that show Seventh Heaven? I call Nene Seventh Nose. I like Nene. She's funny, but let's be real. You did a lot of scapegoat calling out shit bull when you were let from the show. More so, I heard that she wasn't actually fired from the show. I heard that she was demanding too much from the show. And the way she was talking to them, they were like, we're not gonna do this no more. So it is what it is. But anywho, they got a divorce. It's sad. However, girl, when I tell you every season, I was waiting on it. Every season, I was waiting on it. I did not see not one bit of chemistry from them ever. Not one time. Ever. But let me get back to this, because we was talking about this stuff. Wait, did you see Claudia drag the dog shit? I mean, out of Nene, I watched the show. I wouldn't say Claudia could drag anybody since she's also a reusable battery, Timothy. So if you on Team Claudia, be careful, because that's also a reusable battery that is on its last 10%. So she can drag Nene as much as she wants to, but I also would go, Miss Claudia, I need you to stop, because you know your port where you get your charger put in is wrecked. And let's be clear about it. I've heard stories. Oh yeah, they apparently, well yeah, because there was this whole thing where they were like, well, what y'all didn't see is that we actually were cool, and then she went in again. That's why I don't like Claudia. Claudia's not a girl or a person who can simply move on. She has to get somebody back. She has to have the last word too. Nene is the same way, but I don't give them credit for either of them. They both got to have the last word. I'm the girl who I can just walk away from stuff at this point in time. I may want to get you, but I know in the long run, you will be gotten. So I gotta walk away from it. I may almost get you, but I'm gonna be like, let me bring myself back, let you think that you've won, and then soon enough, boop, you've lost. I didn't have to do anything. Okay, let's get back to this here. But yeah, all tea. But I am happy Claudia's got this little podcast situation going, and her 480p is cute. I don't like Claudia. I don't even know her, but I just, if I got to know her, maybe I'd like her, but I don't, but from what I can see, I don't care for Miss Claudia. But I also am disappointed in Lanathia. Mm-hmm. And the Housewives of Atlanta, it looks like it's going to be boring as fuck this year. Nene got a show? Ooh, Timothy, can we move somewhere else, friend? Can we move somewhere else, friend? I feel your hate for Nene. I'm gonna start getting defensive of her. Can we move somewhere else? Let's talk about something else. I like Nene. I just don't agree with everything she's done. And Claudia, you were on one season, girl, boo. And you ain't been on nothing else but the next 15. Hold on, let's talk real quick. How you dragging somebody and you barely, okay, hold on. One season a piece for you in reality TV, Miss Claudia Jordan. One season, the next 15, and then that. Come on. And she's dragging somebody, please. You don't even get booked past the prime of 2 seasons, girl. Nope. Karama was on there. New York was on there. Why was Jennifer? Did anybody watch that? Oh God, they had some great castmates and some none castmates. Thank you so much. Wait, Cynthia, I appreciate you, baby. Thank you, thank you. I love New York. New York can do whatever she wants to do. Be an idiot. I don't care because I know it's all act, and I love it. And I love how the reactions from others were like, "What is happening here?" But it's like, you know exactly who that is. You know what she does. Please don't play. She's always been the dramatics. She's always been extra. She's always been more than what you need. Like, come on. The next 15 was done by Carlos King, who was a former producer or executive producer on The Housewives of Atlanta. He's responsible for a lot of the drama episodes that were happening. They say he was involved in the whole Phaedra scandal thing with Candy and all that kind of mess, and that he was let go partially by that. But that's not realty, but that might be realty, but it's allegedly, but maybe, but not, and he started doing some other projects. So he does a show in Huntsville, Alabama with these Love and Marriage or this marriage stuff. That show's pretty good. Not really to me. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not interested in people like that. So, yeah. But that next 15 was hot. It was fire. I was here for that. Gag. Okay, let's go through some of these shows. Sorry. We started talking about the seventh sign. We started talking about doorknobs and open legs. And I was like, no, we got to go somewhere else with this. I do love Star Trek for those who are Star Trek fans. This new show looks really cool, especially how they have it set up. I haven't seen the first season yet because I'm tired of all the streaming services now. It's like, girl, you don't even need cable. You really need to pay for every streaming service available. Then that is your cable. You're going to be paying the same amount of cable. You might as well. Jesus. CBS All Access, HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. The list continues. It's like, oh my God. Netflix wise, let me take a look. What am I watching on Netflix right now? Let me go through my history. Netflix. I think I'm on Disney Plus and Hulu more. Not because Netflix doesn't have anything. I just go to Netflix specifically for like certain stuff. Like, certain stuff here and there. Can you not get me in trouble? Fucking computer. I go to Netflix for Schitt's Creek. I have not been watching the Great British Baking Show lately. I had a binge run of that for the first 4 seasons. I stopped watching once they pronounced this one particular dish incorrectly and basically bastardized the entire thing and whitewashed it. I was really pissed off about it. Well, when we have them out here, I'm like, well, girl, it's not about you out here. Yeah, I'm a Mandalorian fan. The Mandalorian is a great show. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. This season is going to be everything. They've already shown Boba Fett in the first fucking episode, so I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do anymore. I'm just like, okay, well, I guess the season's about to have me freaking out every episode, because for that glimpse of Boba without his uniform, because his uniform was totally, oh God, okay. I gotta explain this to y'all. Because I watched a video about this because I needed the explanation, but I kind of figured. So in this episode of The Mandalorian, when the Mandalorian was eaten by the snake and he got out, everyone was like, how's that possible? Because he used his little gadgets or whatever to shock him from the inside, making him open his mouth to then leave and then shoot the bomb to then explode it, right? Okay. I watched Ratched. You're not ready because I'm about to drag that show. Remember in Return of the Jedi, which The Mandalorian takes place in between the Return of the Jedi and whatever that horrible fucking trilogy that was the new Star Trek of Wars movie that was happening, whatever. This is in between that time, okay? So in Return of the Jedi, when Boba Fett was eaten by the snake when they were trying to throw Luke Skywalker in the pit, we didn't get the end scene of that. It was that, he was saved, they left, boom. The snake moved on. It's possible that Boba Fett was not digested by the juices of the snake, that he did same maneuverable trick that the Mandalorian just did to get out that mouth, and that he has been walking around or been looking for his armor ever since. Or something of the sorts. Because say the snake spit it up, or say he got out of it, say he was robbed and his armor was taken. Because when the guy walks in at the beginning of the first episode of The Mandalorian season 2, and you're like, hold on, is that Boba? And it's Timothy Oliphant as this other character. That's Boba's armor. At the end of the episode, Mandalorian and Baby Yoda are driving off to go find out where his family is, right? There you go. Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. My Star Wars people with their, come on. Because this was me. So, when they were flying off or whatever, if you look at what Boba was wearing, he had similar gear to the Sand Nomen, or the nomads or whatever that were out there. I forget what they're called, but the people who helped the villagers kill the snake or whatever. He had the same weapons that they had, and he was covered like in a black little cloak or whatever. So he's been looking for his armor. He may have been looking for it for a while. Possible he knew where it was and was planning to get it back, but didn't know how to until now. So I have a feeling, based on what I was looking up, and I stopped looking up things because I didn't want to ruin the season for me, because there's oh my God, by episode 5, it's going down. I think we're going to get Boba for maybe the second episode and maybe the third one. They said he's not going to be in every episode, and he won't be a centralized character, but he's needed for a plot point specifically. Okay. Whoever brought up Mandalorian, God bless you, because what I tell you, I love the Mandalorian. It's so good. It's so good. It is so good. If you like space westerns, if you want to get into something that starts a wars, but not requiring you to know everything from the Star Wars universe, this would be the show. And also, if I can recommend specific Star Wars movies, of course, what was it? Episodes 3 through 5. No, 4 through 6, excuse me. Episodes 4 through 6 are necessary. Okay? Do not watch 1 through 3. Don't even do yourself. Rogue One is a great spinoff. You need to see that. I would suggest you do episodes 4 through 6, which are the original, the first ones that George Lucas did, Star Wars, okay? That's New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi, right? Right? I think so, right? Yeah, New Hope, I think so, yeah, I think that's right, yeah. Those 3. Rogue One is important because Rogue One describes how they got the plans to destroy the Death Star in the first place, how they were able to do that. It was a suicide mission. It is one of the best movies I have seen. Honestly, Rogue One is one of my favorite movies, man. Oh, it was so good. And it was sad, but it was great because you fell in love with these characters knowing what was going to happen to them. And it made it that much worse when you had to watch everything go down. It was like, oh my God, but it was so good. It was so good. It was smart, brilliant. There were so many tense moments. The android in that one was really funny and great too. Brian, I agree with Brian on this one. I agree. Clone Wars is a necessary watch. And you know what, Brian, now that you brought that up, I'm glad you did, because in The Mandalorian, Clone War, you see how Clone Wars, there's certain elements that are now going to be dropped into The Mandalorian because that is a part of the Star Wars timeline here. But I think they're going to take specifics from that with certain people in like, so yeah. The princess reveal was a bit off. Wasn't a fan. Candace. Let me see. I never hear anyone talk about the Chipmunk Adventures movie. I feel like only my sister and I know. Are you talking about the one where they get in the hot air balloon and it was like the chipmunks were racing the chipettes across like the world, and it was supposed to be like around the world like 60 days type of mess or whatever, and they were like being scammed, and they had like these dolls that were carrying like the jewels or whatever, and they were like actually doing pickups for like some drug guy. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what the movies you're talking about? Is that what the movies you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Candace, be you, for me. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? That's the one movie I can remember. It was the Chipmunks versus the Chipettes, and they were like having some sort of rivalry thing going on, and this guy or this Hollywood guy met up with them. He's like, we're gonna film y'all going around the world. And they were like, yeah. And then all of it, but then they were actually like giving the dolls they were like exchanging were like money or drugs or like jewels or something. Like, this isn't a children's show, okay? Oh my God. And there was like the scene where they had the Chipettes enter, like, I forget where they're like in the Sultan's palace. Yeah, right? They're in the Sultan's palace. Hold on, Maddie. They're in the Sultan's palace, and like these snakes come in and they have to do a whole little song and dance number. Diamonds and money were in the dolls. Thank you. Okay, yes. Then I totally remember. Absolutely. Yeah, totally remember. And I was a fan too. I used to love those movies. Not all of them. The Halloween one was trash. But that one, that was my favorite one. Okay. Candace, how dare you bring that? Look, when I say the Chipmunk movies almost destroyed everything I liked about Alvin the Chipmunks, the cartoon, and the show that came out on Nickelodeon too. Because once that movie came out, then here, you know how it goes with studios and them trying to like basically like drag something out, right? Girls of rock arrow. Yes! Oh my God! Okay. So that movie was shit. And they're like, oh, we're gonna make a cartoon, but like make it with really cheap animation. Oh, okay. What else is there? Okay, Ratchet on Netflix. I don't like it. Here's why. It's overacted and underacted and poorly written at the same time. Visually speaking, it's amazing. After that, fuck no. Also, Sarah Paulson is not the end-all be-all in actresses. She's excellent, but please stop relying on her to give you what you need. Okay? Coaster, what's going on, my friend? I love you. What's happening? You okay? I'm not okay, I promise. You okay? I'm gonna stop saying okay. Candace, you better got the words. I should better got the words. Oh, I hate those two. Fuck Claudia and Kenya. We can certainly agree to disagree, but fuck those bats. No, ma'am. Kenya is an evil woman. She was like, I got my baby. I got y'all. Now she ain't got no man. Woo! Jesus. Girl, I mean, with a victory. I don't like how they, what's the word with Ratchet? It's like they took this character from a movie and gave her a full story that didn't need to happen. And to me, I wasn't blown away by the room is changing color effects based on the mood or the drug in place. It didn't do nothing for me. And then there was a couple of great actresses in moments from others where I was like, okay, this is, ooh. But at the end of it, I didn't want to see a sequel. I didn't want a season 2. I was like, okay, this can be just that, and we never see this again. But it was definitely, visually speaking, lovely. The fashions were one. I forget, she wore this yellow, it was like this coat or this ensemble piece in the first episode where I just was like, they can't touch you. Coaster lover, where you at, friend? How do you feel about Giselle and Robin stirring the... Oh, Aaron, you want me to be messy. Okay, I said I was going to be on here for an hour. It is 1 o'clock right now. 30 more minutes, okay? 30 more minutes. Because I do need to get back to my job search, and I put myself up to doing at least 5 to 10 apps a day so I can make sure to get something going here. So I only did 3 this morning. I need to do 2 more, so I do need to get off of here. However, we need to talk, okay? I've seen Boss Baby. I liked the first one. Why was there a sequel or a TV show? All right. I needed Ratchet to be a full-on villain. That's what... that was one of my biggest issues. Down the street from Stonewall, Doom scrolling on... Oh, bitch, you down the corner. Oh, you down the street. Coaster, stay inside. Stay calm. Turn on some music or something. You got to drown. You have to drown. You got to drown yourself in something. Not drugs or anything horrible like that. None of the things that can hurt you. But you need to get yourself in somewhere else. Because I already know from the little, very small, petite time I was in New York, you can hear everything on the street. So I can only imagine. Okay? But that was me with doom scrolling. Hey, Liz. That was me last night, this morning, and the day before that. It's like you're just swiping and all you see is just, oh no. Oh no. Oh my God. Wait, what did that happen? Like, like, oh my God. Which 80s boy band is best? Either Menudo or New Kids on the Block. That 80s, well, no, that wasn't 80s though. New Kids on the Block wasn't 80s, that was 90s. Well, if I said 80s, who would I use? We don't have no time to talk about Menudo. I used to date somebody that was like obsessed with them, and that's when I got into Menudo, so yeah. My first Latin boyfriend, he was so nice. What happened? Oh, cheated on me. But he was a sweetheart. He's still a nice guy. We still talk. He's a very nice guy. He got me into Menudo. His mom loved me. Woo! I miss you too, Griselle. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, Grisella. I used to love walking to the house saying her name. Grisella! She's like, my Mateo. Because she'd never call me Matthew or Maddie or it was Mateo. Every time I walked in the house. Every time. Anna. Mateo. That's how I got so many dishes and cuisines that were like, because they were Mexican. But she was like teaching me stuff. She taught me how to make tortillas. I still can't make them. But she taught me how to make tortillas. Like oh, I do miss that family. They were nice. They were sweet people. And his dad was cool too. He just was a cheater. Nasty. New additions to tea. Before we found out about Bobby Brown. Can y'all explain? I need something to be explained to me because I was born in the mid-'80s, okay? Did y'all find Bobby Brown attractive when he was in New Edition? Like, what? I still, well, I'm 86, so, like, I'm like mid-late. Like mid-late. So, I mean, this should tell you how old I am. Jamar just turned 30 this year, and I'm 4 years older than him. Yeah, kind of. He had video charm. For real, Chi-Chi? Like, I was looking at old videos and I was like, bitch, how is this possible? Damn, Maddie, I thought you were younger. I was a late bloomer. And, like, I didn't hit puberty until, like, really late. Like, so that should, if that helps in understanding why I look the way I do, I was very late to puberty and, like, all those things. Yeah. Took me some time to get there. Like, my first chest hair wasn't until, like, I was, like, what, 20? Ugh, I hated it. I was like, girl, no. Well, Whitney was under the influence, so that doesn't count. Erica, I don't see it. That's what I'm saying. Go to his in the 80s and 90s. It's like, it wasn't better then. It wasn't better then. It wasn't better then. So it didn't get any better after that. So what is the thing? I've never seen an uncomfortable suitcase in my life, but if I were to think of a bag that was packed incorrectly, I'd look at Bobby Brown. You look like a suitcase that's not going to make it through the 60 pounds of undergroup. It's just not going to happen. You're going to have to take some things out. I'm thinking of Whitney Houston. You know, she had to be already on some stuff to be talking to Brown of Bobby. That is so sad. Like, imagine. Bobby Brown outlived Whitney Houston. And forgive me for saying that, but think of it. Bobby Brown outlived Whitney. Bobby Christina, for that matter. Like, do y'all remember the Bobby and Whitney Houston show that would come on Bravo? Do y'all remember that show and how much of a mess that was? Do you remember the trip to that hotel, the Atlantis Hotel, where they have that little slide that goes under the pool? Do you remember that shit? The brunch her and Bobby had? I want all these cameras from. Like, she was being videotaped at the worst points in her life. And they took that because they needed the coin, and you know goddamn well Bobby was on full roll with that. We need this, Whitney. We gotta do this, Whitney. When I look at Bobby Brown, I think of a slimmer Uncle Ruckus. True tea. Erica, so many shows that happened around that time frame, like that reality show that was on VH1 that had all those washed-up reality stars, we don't hear about anymore. We don't hear about anymore at all because they were all shows that were extremely offensive. They were not shows that could cater or go into the next unit of the world. You know how it is. And they're embarrassments for that network. All tea. Oh, God. Are You Afraid of the Dark was a great show in Nickelodeon. That was like my first diving into scary stuff as a kid, was Are You Afraid of the Dark? Goosebumps was good. I used to collect the Goosebumps books until one day I brought this book home and the guy's face on the front looked like the devil. My dad lost it. Why are you reading these kind of books? This is so wrong. I never got another Goosebumps book after that. But my favorite was Night of the Living Dummy. That was my favorite book. The cover is still freakishly scary. Look up Goosebumps, Night of the Living Dummy. Not 2 or 3, but the first one. The cover of that book is quite disturbing. That dummy's face is not... It's... Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. The book is scary. See, that's what the killer part is. The dummy they used in the show was nowhere near as scary looking as the one on the book. Now, the one in the show was scary, but the book cover, I could only imagine waking up and seeing that over my face. I would have died. The Braxton Family Values. I don't watch the Braxton Family Values because I value my own sanity and my taste level in shows. Who wants to watch everybody? Who's the one that used to work in a hair shop who's always mad and blaming everybody? That's not Tamar. Is it Tracy? What's her name? She is the reason I don't watch that show, by the way. Her and I could forget the other sister. Who is the other one? Like, she is like butthurt. Not the mom. Not mama. The one, not the one who just got married recently, but she, I guess, was at the wedding and she was making an ass out of herself, or she was being a bitch. Is it Tracy? Girl, I know who you talking about. That looks like Yolanda Adams. You talking about Tawanda. And no. Okay, it is Tracy. Okay, cool. It is Tracy. Okay. No, Tony's cool. Tony's like, I watch the show for Tony. That's it. I like Toni Braxton. I like to listen to her speak. I love that I'm tucking this hair behind my ears. Like, it's like this long, whopping mane. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, she gets on my nerves, and I can't stand every time that she gets around them. You guys did me so bad. I'm like, you need to go to the doctor and get help. You need to go. There's no way 11 seasons in, we're still talking about the same thing from season 1. No way. Tamar's extra too. You're welcome, Chi-Chi, and I will tell my roommate who got me into Castlevania, I will thank him because he told me to watch it. Then I started watching and I was like, oh, this is a lot. And then, you know, the Blood of Zeus is now where we go here. Maddie, I binged the Office series after your B-Day. I need a new comedy or anime to binge. Oh, Parks and Recreation. If you like The Office, you'll like Parks and Recreation. That's a good one. Series. Modern Family is a good one too. At times it's stupid, but I do like that. Archer's a good one. I did recently start watching The Good Place. That's a good one too. I like Parks and Recreation more though. But if you like that same style like The Office, watch Parks and Recreation. Don't be suspicious. What you mean? Strangers with Candy is a good show, but it's also stupid. It's a good show, but it's stupid. I won't watch anything to do with... Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt's a good one, too. That's a good one. I like that one, too. Yeah, Archer's... Okay. Christian, everybody who's watched Archer, we're here for Christian right now. You better watch that show, and you better stick it out. Community is another good one, too. It's one of the times that Joel McHale actually seems funny and interesting. Watch Archer. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. If you've never seen Archer, do yourself a favor and get into Archer from the very beginning. Like, and tell me if you like it. I had a moment too, Squall, where I had to take a break from watching Archer because I mean, I was watching it a lot. And so I was like, I got to take a break from this. But then that new season came up and I was very much here for it. But yes, the first 3 seasons of Archer are everything. And I need to hear who your favorite, my favorite's Pam. That's my favorite person on the show. Um, yeah, so let me know if you like it. Coaster's correct. First 3 seasons are elite. Very much that. Pam is hilarious. Oh, I have not seen What We Do in the Shadows. I am interested in watching it. I do like the show Fargo. It's kind of cool. I have not seen the most recent season with Chris Rock. What else is there that I do watch right now? There's so many shows. A lot of them you don't see me reviewing because honestly, I'd be burnt out from watching and every show would suck. So a lot of these shows I just keep to myself. I did not continue with Attack on Titan. I wish I did. I might get back into it. Jamar likes it. I don't care for it. I got Jamar into what's the show I got him in? Some anime recently I told him. Black Clover. Demon Hunter, I think I told him to watch, and Jamar has to catch up with Sailor Moon Crystal because those movies are coming out next year. Rick and Morty is a great show. It sometimes it feels like it's few and far in between before you see another episode of it, but I think it's a great show. I think it's funny, a tad bit, on certain occasions, but I love it. I do love Rick and Morty. Akame ga Kill was good. The game was terrible. If you liked the anime, do not purchase the game. You will be disappointed. The game was trash. Watch the anime, not the game. Don't play the game. I am excited for Drag Race UK Season 2. I just want to see more people of color and Black queens on this particular season, as well as more than 10. And I need a list. Like 10 queens is nothing. Like y'all, that's 8 episodes. Boo! Like no, I need like a good. Give me some episodes. Give me 2 to 3 months of drama. Like by the end of next month, this is over. Nah, I'm good. Fun fact, one of my college roommates is a writer on BoJack Horseman. Hey, Allison. I was very glad to see that she was doing something in a field that she likes to do, especially with comedy. So yeah, shout out to Miss Allison. I'm not going to say her last name in case that's not something she wants to give away, but she's a writer on BoJack Horseman. I don't think BoJack's funny, but I have been entertained by a few episodes. Some of it I was like, but I did like some of the stuff that was on there. Well, oh wait, Mel Scott. Hey gorgeous, how are you? Late to the live stream today, but I thought I'd update you. Baby's doing well. Yay! Felt the first kicks this week. Yay! Also, I haven't announced yet, so I come here to spread my joy. Congratulations, Mel. Everybody, Mel is pregnant, in case we don't know what she's talking about. No, she's not carrying the devil's baby. She's carrying a beautiful baby. And she's excited that she heard her first kick, so yay. Give love to Mel. I'm happy for you, Mama. I know you're happy, too. And again, I know a lot's going on around the world, all over the world, but a good friend of mine from college, she had her baby during this pandemic, and she's doing very good. She stresses that she has a lot of stress going on, but it's important that she has her family and friends around her at this time, so that way, after having her child, the postpartum depression doesn't hit. So, Mel, I would say for you, if you're feeling some kind of way about anything, don't be quiet about it, okay? Tell your people, let them know, we got your back. You come here when you need me, baby. When I'm doing a live, entertainment. I got you, okay? Yay! All right. Oh, shut up. There's another update. After this live, I would have, listen. Another show that I like that I don't watch anymore, I think it's off the air, was Black Orphan. I did like that show. Or Orphan Black. I think it's Orphan Black, right? Not Black Orphan. It's Orphan Black. Child Black Orphan. Can you imagine? What's the name of the show? Yep, Orphan Black. Yeah, good show. I'm like, Black Orphan. It's like, what? As I said it, could y'all see me? It was like, it's not beneath the shadow. They denied that rumor, Brian. And she canceled that rumor too. She came out and said she never heard anything about it. So I don't know if she's doing that to cover up the fact that they casted her, or if she just went in for the audition, but she said that she's not a part of it. It was all news to her. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. She was kind of short for the role, though, don't you think? So I was a little happy that she wasn't the one, but yeah. I will try to finish BoJack Horseman. No, there was a whole thing that came out recently about it where they're like, no, wasn't me. Wasn't me. So I don't know. Child, yes. Linda, let me tell you something. To quickly go to that, to get back to shows here, because this is about us staying away from that kind of drama. The same people asking to count the votes, or the same people saying that mailing in the votes is unconstitutional, that are also asking to stop counting the votes. Technically, if they stopped counting now, it wouldn't go in their favor. So it was kind of like, I don't know what to tell y'all. But it's trash. It's crazy. There's even a video out here in Nevada of some man running up behind them. You guys are trying to rig it. They're trying to rig it. 10 miles from my house. They're trying to rig it. And it's in the county. He's literally at Clark County's offices, y'all. Clark County's blue. It's a Democratic county. Barbecue beer, whatever you TT. He's literally in a majority Democratic county going off. And it's like, sis, okay, pull up the map. Do you see all this red? Okay, that's where we need you to be if this ain't where you want to be, girl. We chilling over here. I bet the legal marijuana that you're smoking, honey, you're not mad about that. Guarantee it. Ha! That's what always be killing me. It's like, what if Abby OMG does a Trixie and win? That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Jamar said he would still be able to film too, so me and Jamar will be doing the final episode together. I feel like I missed something. Hold on, y'all bring up a show? Let me see here. Y'all want me to talk about that? Hey, 19 Cosmo 91. I guess, yeah, because is an episode coming out today? Or are they like treating this like the election and going, no, there's too much going on, we're not going to release that episode, even though it's Drag Race Holland and Holland ain't got nothing to do with what's going on over here. Yes, I have seen all of them pop out. Nobody is showing lethargic stuff just quite yet. My Pleco just popped up too. You see them, how they're running around right now, right? Okay. For those of you who weren't on my Instagram live, I had a moment where I was shaking my Frappuccino that I always drink, and it went everywhere in my room. Like there's still a sticky spot on this carpet I'm gonna have to wipe up in a second. But some of that coffee got in my fish tank. Like, and it was pouring all on this side. My fish freaked out. My fish were like, fuck all that. They all went to one side. I have never seen them all be in one small group together. All the fish were like banding in the back, and they just sat in the corner, right? So what I did was I put some more water, clean water into the tank to dilute the milk stuff that's in there, right? The milky and the coffee stuff. And then I put some stress coat in there to help them out with this stressful situation. It's also a dechlorinator for the water that I put into the tank, so that way that chlorine or whatever is in the tap water will not affect the fish. Because tap water isn't it. Okay? Pay attention to when they talk about hard and soft water. Then we put some of this in here. Some stress zyme. This is important. It contains natural bacteria for the fish. So whatever was in here that was coffee related or whatever, I put that fresh bacteria in there to help them out. So they should be fine. I am still nervous. Yes. Now my plants, as you can see, have grown exponentially. I'm very proud of that. Thank you for noticing. It's literally what I'm most proud of in my day. Oh, look at that. I'm sorry, fan. Look at him. He always shows up. Don't you? Mm-hmm. Hold on. I got to close this real quick. There you go. He saw me on camera. He wanted to join the screen. Y'all, that's Clark Kent. He's still a little dodgy after what happened, but he's fine. They'll be fine. I promise. I have if you hear the filter a little loudly, that's because I'm running it at a higher speed to make sure everything processes much faster. Normally I turn it down so that way they'd be, in much calmer waters. But right now I need to run it for 1 more hour and then I'm going to get it back low again. But yeah, we're running it at super speed so that way whatever was in this water is like filtered through, and that carbon filter should take care of it. Yeah, so they should be fine. They should be fine. My roommate came in here the other day and he was like, I haven't been in here in like a while and really paid attention, but your plants have grown. I was like, I know. And they're so pretty in the background. And y'all, my favorite part is watching them. It's a plant, yeah. It's a plant. It's a thing of grass. Whenever my dwarf gourami gets stressed, he unplucks the grass from the gravel. He literally goes in, digs his face in, pulls it out, bites on the end of it 1 time, and then lets it just go. Yeah, all these plants are real, except for this small little structure where you see that wood at. There's only like 3 small little plants in that part. This one is real. The one back there is real. This one's real. This one's real. This one's real. This one's real. That's real. That's real. And this mochi ball is real. Yeah, all of that's real. Petey. All right, y'all. I do need to go. We got a video tomorrow, hopefully, with Jamar 84 for Drag Race Holland. I'm gonna try to have it out much earlier than usual. Okay. Do me a favor. I'm gonna end this out right. Talk to you real clear today. If you're having a bad day, start having a good one, but remind yourself what is making your day bad, okay? Focus on fixing that. Whatever way you can, that's legal and it's gonna be healthy for you. And start to implement that every day. Today I wanted to get on live with y'all so we could talk because I was feeling some kind of way over the last couple of days. I'm going through my own stress and struggle right now. Bills, trying to find some more work to get some more money, still trying to make sure this YouTube channel something. I want to be a star. Like, a lot's on my plate right now. I just moved in over here. I got to make sure I maintain. Like, it's a lot. But I also know I got hope, and there is a possibility. There is chances for me to make it and to excel and achieve. I have just got to focus. Okay? We're going to get through whatever we're going through. Whatever's happening, we'll get over it. And not only be over it, but we'll be above it. We'll be on top of it. We'll be able to handle this. When it happens again, we won't be, what do we do? It will be, I know what to do. Move out the way. I got this. Okay? Remind yourselves, we are all superheroes in our own worlds. Okay? What is your superpower and what are you doing with that power? Huh! Okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please hit that like button on your way out the stove. If you forgot to love yourself, here's your reminder. Hi. Hey, it's me, self-love. How you doing? By the way, I love you. Now, don't you forget. It's self-love. It's a bit. Don't you forget it. Okay? I love you. Thank you, Erica. I appreciate you. Love you too, baby. And remind yourselves, we're almost out this year. 2020 is almost over. We can complain about 2021 in 2 months, okay? Like I always do, the best way I do. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. It's your boy, Maddie Rance. I'll see you a little bit later on this week for Drag Race Holland, and I'm gonna have another video coming out on some hair care as well. Don't forget we have the Sunday Live. And then me and Titan Capri, who I did my Lovecraft Country video, we are going to do a movie review soon. I forgot about it because of a lot of stuff that's been going on lately, but I'm going to be posting a list for y'all to choose from of movies that me and him can watch, and we're going to start doing reviews from that, but I'm going to let y'all choose the movie. Okay? Okay, cool. All right. Talk to you later. Take care. Love you. My fish say bye. You show up next week. Oh, I gotta clean this. Okay. I'll talk to y'all later. Love you.